Don't waste your strength, hero. You'll find those shackles to be quite unbreakable. I used them to subdue an archfey as I tortured them for information on the realms. She survived 4 days before she begged for death. I like that. Seeing something so powerful, so godlike, beg like a dog. I went on to make a deal with her. A quick death in exchange for ownership of her remains. She was all too quick to accept. I still cherish the fear that grew in her eyes as she watched me withdraw my Necronomicon from its repository. Watched as the realization dawned upon her that she had bequeathed her remains to a necromancer. The wails of despair and shrieks of terror that escaped her beaten and broken frame as she feebly wrestled against her restraints painted the walls of this dungeon in a symphony, a tapestry of art, which I later found to be celestial dread. A more beautiful sight and sound I have never seen. For what is true beauty but the withering of an evergreen tree, the end of something meant to be everlasting, the death of a god? And now her corpse serves as my tool, my weapon, my scrying eye, allowing me to peer far and wide, not just across this realm, but across all others. No one can escape my sight. No one is out of reach, thanks to her. The wizard in my undead court. All this to say that you'll find those restraints to be quite unbreakable. Though, knowing you, I do not doubt that you will find some harebrained yet annoyingly remarkable way to escape. And then the cycle shall resume. You escape, we fight. You foil my plans, defeat me, capture me, take me prisoner, march me back to the kingdom to stand trial, to swing at the gallows or be beheaded at the axe or to be burned alive. Whatever punishment the divine clergy decide befits a black magic practitioner that particular day. But I always escape. And I always come back. And the cycle repeats all over again. How many? Just think, hero, how many times have we played this foolish game? How many plots have you foiled? How many of my undead horde have you slain? How many of your men have I? All these years, all this effort, and for what? For the whole thing to start over again. For the only certainty at the end of our cycle being the beginning. I may be undying hero. But I do tire of this. Of this pointless game neither of us can seem to win. And so I've decided not to play. You think I jest? Hero, I assure you, I speak earnestly. The thought came about after our last encounter, the last defeat of which I am still particularly sore about. And as I found myself in my catacombs, licking my wounds and cursing your very existence to every god who would listen, a realization struck me. An amusing realization, a simple realization, a delectably obvious realization. That despite all your strength, all your power, all your might, you are still mortal. I spent so many years trying to conjure a physical being that could match your might, to try and conjure a corporeal being that could defeat you. When in reality, I don't have to find a tangible being to defeat you. I just have to wait. And eventually you will find yourself face to face with an intangible opponent of which there is no escape. Time. You see, my poor delusional little friend, I don't have to defeat you. Merely outlast you. For make no mistake, the time will come when that sword becomes too heavy to wield, when that armor becomes unbearably heavy. You may be strong, hero, but you will not last forever. For whilst you may be the world's protector, hero, the champion of the Heroes Guild, the all-righteous fist of the divine clergy, you will not remain as such. Peace may reign under you, but it will not remain after you. And your protection, your reign of peace, it may last a decade, it may last a century, hell, maybe two, if the divine clergy intervene, calling upon rituals to extend your life. But we both know that prayers and holy water can only extend your life so much. Eventually, you will weaken, you will age, you will shrivel, and you will decay, and you will die. And as your remains cool, so too will the flames of your peace. And as those flames dwindle to embers, I will return, wielding an army of the undead, decades in the making. I will march them to whatever gaudy ancestral tomb they have encased your remains in, leading my army through its doors to your sarcophagus. And there, in the dark, in the dirt, surrounded by an army of the undead, I will raise your remains to lead it. It's ironic, really, that whilst you have vexed me so much in life. In death, you shall be my greatest ally. And all I have to do is wait. That's why you're here, hero. Not to foil some evil scheme or stop some ritual. You are here so that I may look you in the eyes one last time and say goodbye, to inform you of my final plan, and watch as you spend your feeble life fearing death, knowing that there is nothing you can do to stop me, knowing that with every breath you take, with every beat of your heart, the flames of peace dim and fade. That no matter how many bandit camps you destroy, or how many dark sorcerers you defeat, that out there, in the shadows, is a far more dangerous enemy. One that you will never hope to defeat. I know that face, that look of resolve. You're going to try and find me, aren't you? You think I'll be hiding in some cave somewhere? That perhaps we'll bump into each other at the marketplace buying our groceries? You little fool. You could search this realm for a millennia, and you'll never find me. Because I won't be here. I am to seek refuge in a secluded pocket of my god Necron's realm. A secluded pocket dimension just for me and my armies to reside, to gather our strength and grow in numbers. We will enter a cocoon of darkness. We will gather our strength and transform and emerge more powerful than you could ever imagine. Don't you see, hero? You've already lost. You will die. You will leave this realm unguarded. And when you take that final breath, when your heart stops and your eyes close for the last time, you will know that your death will cost this world everything. But do try to enjoy your life, hero. Relish the few moments of happiness, of peace. Know that they will be the last this world experiences for a long, long time. I must be going now. My lord beckons to me. My realm is waiting. My barracks room from which I will raise my armies. I have no doubts that you will escape your bonds, that you will return to the guild, to the kingdom, and tell them of what you have heard here today. And I want you to know that no matter how hard they plan, no matter how strong their defences are, it will matter not, because I will have something that they won't. You, leading my armies. Be seeing you, hero. And remember, do live each day like it's your last. And don't let your newfound fear of death stop you from being the same old headstrong hero that I know and loathe. After all, the worst that can happen to you is you die. It's not like it's the end of the world or anything. Oh wait. Yes, it is.